Welcome to Victorious Parenting. I'm your host, Arabella Hill. Now's the time to transform your home life and make parenting a breeze by learning and applying new strategies. Let's get into it. I know that from speaking to a lot of parents and being a parent myself, that majority of parents struggle at some point with their child's behavior. Behavior is a complicated issue because people are complicated. It could be any kind of reason. It could be physiological, it could be psychological, it could be environmental, it could be a lot of different things. However, in my research, what I found is that there is one key factor to behavior that is intrinsically so important that I believe our society completely downplays and doesn't really give it as much time and value as it really is. And that trait is called emotional intelligence. So you might have a child who has some physiological, neurological condition, and that could be causing their behavioral problems. And that's one side to it. But if your child doesn't have neurological, physiological problems and they have behavior that is, bad behavior, they're naughty all the time, they don't listen to you, and you've been trying to control their behavior, you've been trying to do all the techniques and everything that you can possibly think of in order to get them to do what you ask them to do, to clean up after themselves, to share, to listen, to do their homework, or whatever it is that you want them to do and that is beneficial for them, that will help them, then you might need to be looking at fostering emotional intelligence. Even children that seem well behaved, that have low levels of self-esteem, may be lacking in social intelligence. Self-esteem, again, is a big topic, and emotional intelligence, I feel, is like the glue to not just self-esteem, but it's the glue to identity, it's the glue to creativity, it's the glue to successful life outcomes in general. So scientists have discovered that children who have positive emotional intelligence fostered in them from a young age, in childhood, even if it's later on in childhood, they measured this, and they measured what their outcomes were when they were around 30 years old. And those people had 30% more success in their lives in all areas, relationally and work-wise, financially, than those who did not. And they did a lot of further study about this, and every single time they discovered how important emotional intelligence is. They discovered that emotional intelligence is a predictor of IQ, it's a predictor of successful and positive life outcomes, because emotional intelligence encompasses all areas of your life: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation. So if you feel your child is unmotivated and you don't know how to motivate them, then you're going to want to listen about emotional intelligence. It's a huge topic, and I'm going to be talking a lot about it and about the different 5 pillars of emotional intelligence. One of them is social intelligence. If you feel like your child doesn't get along well with other people, they may be lacking in some kind of social intelligence. The good news is that it's really easy to foster emotional intelligence in your children, and you don't need to try and attack all 5 pillars all at once. It does take time, but the key is consistency. Once you understand the strategies and then you apply them, you need to be consistent, and they absolutely work. So emotional intelligence is so inherently important. It's a good predictor of successful life outcomes. So if you haven't joined the group Victorious Parenting, please do so. And I'm also streaming this in the Victorious Parenting group. So if you're already in the group, check out my blog posts and check out the other videos that I've made about emotional intelligence. And stay tuned, because I'm going to be doing some
other videos and some live videos about this very topic.
If you would like access to more parenting resources and a big supportive community, I'd like to invite you to our Facebook group, Victorious Parenting. I give regular content every single day, and we have a unit section where you can find all the best content. There are some short form and long form content in there, like the Grey Rock method and how to deal with sibling rivalry. And as well, you'll get to be a part of a great big community of parents who are becoming victorious just like you. We'd love to have you join us in Victorious Parenting.
Discover the 7 biggest mistakes parents make that can lower their child's self-esteem forever. PromotingSelfesteem.com.